Hi, I'm Dr. Joe DeMarco, chiropractor and owner of OkraMed Health. And what I want to do today is I want to take you through the progressions of not being able to do a single push-up all the way through being able to perform a handstand push-up. Now I know push-ups oftentimes are taught from the kneeling position, so people will start on the knees and actually do the push-up position from here. I do not like to teach people that method, only because your upper body is getting stronger from working on that from the knees, but we're actually not engaging the core strength that we need to be able to do a regular push-up. So I'd rather have people right from the beginning start in the full push-up position. And what we do is we use training aids to gain strength until we can do a full push-up. So I can't do a push-up at all, don't have the upper body strength, don't have the core strength. I'm going to take a small theraball. I'm going to get in the push-up position with the ball actually underneath me. I'm going to be in the push-up position. Now, just because I have the ball under me doesn't mean that I'm not going to be squeezing my glutes and I'm not going to be squeezing my abs. I am. I'm going to engage my abs. I'm going to engage my glutes. And I'm going to get in a nice solid push-up position. And then I'm going to do repetitions of push-ups with the ball, using it to help aid me getting up and down. So I'm going to come down and back up, down and back up. And I'm going to do this for multiple repetitions. It may seem very easy to perform, but if you're someone that is unable to do a push-up, this is a good way to begin to get the strength required to do push-ups. So I want you to do sets of 25, working up to sets of 50 on top of a small theraball, just like that. When that feels too easy to do anymore, you can move on to the next progression. I'm going to take a small medicine ball, or I should say a large medicine ball, and now I'm going to go down to this as my next learning aid. I'm going to put that underneath me. Now that is obviously not touching my chest, so I'm going to stay tight, glutes are tight, abs are tight, and I'm going to come down, I'm going to lower my chest to the exercise, to the medicine ball, and then back up. Down and back up. And of course, like I said, I'm keeping my glutes tight, my abs tight, and I'm going to do 20, 25 repetitions, building up to 50 repetitions with the medicine ball underneath me. Once we can reach that goal of 50 repetitions on the medicine ball, we're going to take a foam roller and we're going to put that the long way underneath us, and we're going to use that as our next teaching aid. I'm going to be above that. I'm going to lower myself down till my chest touches that foam roller, and then back up. Down and then back up. Once again, keeping tight through the glutes and the abs, and using that, which is probably keeping my chest about 4 or 5 inches off of the floor. 20, 25 repetitions, building up to 50. Once that is achieved, there's no reason we won't be able to do a full push-up. Everything is kept tight, looking straight ahead. I'm going to lower down until my torso and chest is touching the floor, and I'm going to come back up. Nice and tight, all the way down, all the way up. Don't get in the habit, doesn't do you any good to be trying to cheat on these push-ups, doing this type of stuff. Make all your push-ups good. Nice and tight, all the way down, and all the way up. You're better off doing 10 excellent form push-ups than doing 25 push-ups with bad form. So that'll take you through the progressions of the push-up. Once you can do 50, 60 push-ups, let's move on and try to work towards a handstand push-up, which is what I'm going to show you next. Okay, so we're all push-up masters now. We've mastered the push-up. We can bang out 50, 60, 70 push-ups at a time, good form. Now we want to challenge ourselves and move on. So what are we going to do? Sure, I know there's variations of push-ups. We can do clapping push-ups, one-arm push-ups. Maybe that's for another video. But what I'm going to do today is let's show progressions and let's work towards a handstand push-up. So first things first, what we're going to do is we're going to grab a chair. We're going to get the feet elevated to just about lined up with the body. It's not, maybe not exactly, but we're going to get into that position. Feet are elevated off the floor. Now, once again, this is really working the core because I have to keep my abs tight. I got to keep my glutes tight. I'm going to do push-ups from this position now. I'm going to come down. Obviously, it's going to be difficult to get the chest down to the floor, so that's not my goal because I'm going towards a handstand push-up, which means I'm going to be lowering my head to the floor. So I'm going to come all the way down and all the way back up. Down, forehead to the floor, back up. From this position, we don't need to raise the feet any higher But what I like to do is I'll start walking in, and I'm putting more body weight onto my arms. So I'm at a different angle now, and I'm looking down at the floor, and I'm going to lower the forehead down to the floor and back up. And I'm going to slowly work in. Each position, say from here, I'll build up to 40 or 50 reps, build up to 40 or 50 reps, to the point where my torso is almost in the handstand position, and my feet are on the chair, and I'm actually going to work right to the top of my head and back up. Top of my head and back up. So I'm going to just keep working in until I almost have my torso straight over my arms, and I'm essentially mimicking a handstand push-up, although my feet are resting on the chair. And I would build up to that position, once again, probably 40 to 50 reps before we do the next progression that I'm going to show you. Okay, so you worked your progressions, and you can easily do 50 to 60 repetitions. Feet are up on the chair, and your torso is as far above the hands, mimicking a handstand position as possible, and that becomes very comfortable. We're going to move on now to a handstand push-up. First things first, if you've never done a handstand, you got to get used to that position. Even though you're adapting to it while we're doing that previous drill, it's still not the same when you have your entire body weight over your hands. So what I would suggest is just practicing just some kick-up handstands to the wall, and begin practicing holding that position. So you're just going to get up against the wall. I usually put my hands, put it about 6 inches away from the wall. One knee is bent, my front leg is bent, which I'm going to use to push off, and my back leg is straight, and I'm going to use that to kick up. So I'm going to place my hands down, and I push and kick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to practice this, and I might practice holding this for 10 seconds, building up to 20, then 30, all the way up till I can hold this, feet are against the wall, and I'm going to hold this for 60 seconds. Once you can hold a handstand push-up pretty comfortably for 60 seconds, we can now begin to do some progressions towards a handstand push-up. Now, just like a regular push-up, we want to do some progressions in the sense that we don't want to just start off with a full repetition. It might be too much coming all the way down towards the head. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that foam roller again. I'm going to place that against the wall this way. I'm going to kick back up into that handstand position. And now I have that foam roller, which I'm going to bring my head all the way down, which, as you can see, it does not really put too much stress on my arms, and back up. Down to the foam roller and back up. So by using that foam roller, now I'm at least starting to build up some shoulder and arm strength in that handstand position, doing some partial repetitions. Next, what I would recommend doing is, before jumping from the roller all the way down to a regular handstand push-up, maybe find something, an object that's maybe about half this thickness. The foam roller going across here might be 4 to 5 inches. Perhaps grab some type of padding that you might have. I have a couple of these blocks. They may be an inch thick, so I can put maybe one on top of the other and then get rid of one. So I may start with just one, with both of these together. So find some type of block similar to that. Now we're going to use that as part of our progression. We're kicking back up, and we're going to lower our head to this block and back up. Once again, as that feels easy enough, get rid of one. Now I'm down to maybe an inch or so, kicking back up, and I'm going to lower my head to that block. Once you get on these progressions, you want to build up repetitions. So for example, I build my handstand up to 60 seconds. I put the roller in. I would certainly build up to at least a set of 20 using this roller, if not more. Get in there with a 2-inch, some type of 2-inch block, 2 to 3 inch block like this. Once again, build up to 20. Finally, down to maybe 1.5 inch block, and build up to about 20, 25 repetitions. At that point, there should be no reason why you can't do a full handstand push-up. We're going to kick against the wall one final time. I'm going to lower my head all the way down to the floor and back up. All the way down and back up. Now that we're there, the sky's the limit. We can start building up numbers on that. Keep good form, keep tight. On a handstand, you got to keep your core tight, just like on a push-up, and impress your friends. So I hope that video was helpful. If you enjoy our videos, please subscribe to my channel, Oak Rim Health, on YouTube. If there's particular exercises or topics you'd like me to cover, leave a comment in the comment section below. I'll do everything I can to cover a particular topic. And as always, visit our website, www.oakrimedhealth.com. Have yourself a great day.